Up to yesterday, we discussed how to install Visual Studio Code and pair and unpair tag. We discussed under HTML4. Here under Web UI programming, we are in first topic, that is HTML4. HTML is a hypertext markup language. It is completely a tag-based programming. Here we have two types of tags. We have one is paid tag. Here one is paid tag, second one is here unpaid tag. Like this, we have two types of tags under HTML. We have one paid tag and another one is unpaid tag. So like this, we have all classification, paid and unpaid, and HTML is completely a tag-based programming. Tag is here instruction to the browser. Here tag means HTML is completely a tag-based programming. Here tag is here instruction to browser. We can give instruction to the browser in the form of tags. These tags are divided into two types. One is paid, another one is unpaid. Next, here paid tag. So under this paid tag, the writing of tag syntax of that paid tag, we write it here, tag name, and we'll close the tag like this. This one we call it as paid tag. If we write like this, then we call it as paid tag. Example for this, here it is unpaid tag, h1 to paid tag here, h1 to h6. h1 to h6 all we can write it as paid tag. And paragraph tag is also a paid tag. Div tag is also a paid tag. Like this, we have some list of tags. Here div tag is a paid tag. Okay. Next, style tag and then script tag. Here style is used to write our CSS code. CSS code generally we write it here, and script tag we write it inside the head section only. Style and script both are used for, one is for CSS, another is for JavaScript code. Okay. Here table tag is used to write table of content. So like this, we have some list of tags. All are comes under paid tag. Paid means starting and ending separate tags we have. Okay, so like this, etc. We discussed here marquee tag, like that. We have something. All comes under paid tags. Paid means once we write starting tag, definitely need to write ending tag. Here today is 16. Here paid and unpaid tag, we can write it like this. Next we can write it here. So we are writing here paid tags and unpaid tags. Here under this unpaid tag, what all the list of tags we have, and from there which are unpaid tags. You can see here. Here paid and unpaid. So second category here it is unpaid tag. Unpaid tag syntax. Here second category is unpaid tag. That syntax of writing unpaid tag, we write it tag name, and here itself will close the tag like this. This way if we write it, then it will be unpaid tag. Okay, so this is what here unpaid tag, paid and unpaid, two types of tags we have. Yeah. Here paid and unpaid, two types of tags we have. Example for this unpaid tag here. Here img src. src is the source address. We can write any source, directly name of the image, or we can write it that image src with the absolute our system's location, anywhere in your system. If it is available, that location you can write. And one more one here, img src, any URL, http://www.google.com. So like this, we can write it here, our paid and unpaid tags. Here paid tags and unpaid tags. Here paired tags and unpaired tags, we can write it like this. So here under this image SRC, we can write in three different ways. And not only SRC, we can write it here. Attributes of this image tags are SRC, width, height, ALT. Here width, height, next ALT. These all are here images. Image tag SRCs. So image we can write it with this like this. Image SRC, width and height ALT we can write it. And similar way we can write it here BR tag and HR tag. BR tag is used to display break line. HR tag is used to display horizontal line for our program. Horizontal line we can show to the user like this. Here BR tag and HR tag we can use it here for showing our output. Here image SRC, BR, HR. Embed tag also we use it here for displaying videos. v1.mp4, mp3 like that. If we write it here, because of that we are displaying images for our program. Okay, we can display images for our program by using this embed tag. Okay, here embed tag is used to display videos. So embed tag is mainly used to display videos, but this will be auto converted into video tag. Embed tag, whenever we write it, that embed tag works like video embed tag only in IE browser, but in remaining all browsers, it will convert that embed tag into video tag, auto conversion. When I write embed tag, it will be auto converted into video tag. So like this, we can write it. Here, like this, we have some list of tags. All are comes under unpaired tags. And before that day, we discussed how to add Visual Studio Code with live server and how we can install Visual Studio Code, how we can run our program. Like that, we discussed few things. Here, when you install VS Code, so when you install VS Code, under this, here you can find extensions. Under this, you can search for live server, that live server, we can add it. Just we can install it. Here we can click on install button. So because of that installation, here install. So because of this installation, here we are using here live server and install button. So once we click install button of live server, so automatically it will be installed in our system. It will be installed. So once it is installed, here once it is installed, this VS Code, if it is installed in our application, so automatically what we can do here, we can run our program. So if you go to the 1.html, just we are right click on that application, you can find open with live server option. Open with live server option, you can find it. So from there, if you run your program, normally you can see that execution of that live server. That URL pattern you can observe. And we can also add one more one here. Here now if I run my program, here 6 a.m. June, here you can find it live server. Here 1.html, right click, open with live server. So because of that, we can run our program with live server. Because of this, we can run our program with live server. We can execute our program. Okay. Here we are executing our program with live server. So because of that, we can show that execution. See, this is the URL when I run it with live server. Here when I run it with live server, it will run our program like this. Here inside the Visual Studio Code only, inside VS Code extensions, here there is an extensions option. Under that you can find it here, open in browser. Open in browser or open in default browser. Like that we have. See, go to the extensions. Here you can find it, open in browser. See this one. Open in browser. So we are adding here. Here open in browser option is there. So in this open in browser option, here if you click on install button of open in browser, so if you right click and open with, here open in default browser, open in other browser, both the ways you can execute. Here open in default browser. So by that URL will come like this. So you can add it here, open in browser. After adding, so just if you install it, if it is click on install button, so it will be installed. After installation, you can go to the your 1.html, right click on this program. Here after that you can find it here, open. Here you can find it here, open in browser. Here open in default browser, either default browser or other browser. Both the ways we can execute our code. So because of that, it will execute our output like this. So this way we can execute it. So Visual Studio Code, we are executing our output like this. So this is the way generally we can create our Visual Studio Code output for our program. Okay. Here this way only we can execute it. Here when I run my program, automatically we can execute our output for our application like this. Okay, this is the way we can run our program. Pair and unpaired tags, and here 1.html pair and unpaired tag, Visual Studio Code. Under this you can add your extensions. It will be installed in your system automatically. You can run your program with a live server and with other browser. So both the ways you can execute your program like this. This way we can execute our code. Next, here we are going to the next here. So how to run our program with a live server, and how to add live server, how to add default browser, how to run our program with a default or other browser, how to add it and how to run it, we discussed here till. Next, if you are developing a real-time application, are we using this list of pair and unpaired tags or not? We observed images. For displaying images, we use this image tag. For menu bar, so if you are creating any application here, generally for menu bar creation we use it here. If you are developing a menu bar for our program, if you develop any real-time application, see this is one web application. Under that, here left side logo, right side one more logo generally will show. After that, menu bar, main menu with sub menus, we can write it. Next, after that, slideshow of images with the previous and next button or with the radio buttons. So previous and next button, slideshow of images. Next, after that, here column structure. Here first say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns, any information, image and information or column structure generally will show. Here bottom, we use it here, footer tag. Footer tag, we use it here for displaying the bottom of the web page. Generally, we used to follow that web page structure will be like this. Here in this time, here these two are the logos. Okay, here this one is here menu bar. Here this one is here slideshow. Here this one is here slideshow of images. Next, this one is here column structure. Column 1, column 2, column 3. All 3 column structure or 4 column structure we can show for our program by this. This one is here bottom footer. So like this we can design, generally will design our output. If we check this execution, here menu bar creation, here logos, we generally write it by images. Image src, we use it here for creating logo. For menu bar, we use UL tag or a nav tag. UL tag or a unordered list. So UL tag here it is unordered list. Unordered list or navigation bar, nav bar. So nav bar we use it here, nav tag we use it here for creating navigation bar. Here slide show of images. Slide show of images. Here slide show of images. We can create it. We can create it using jQuery. Using jQuery, we can create a slideshow of images, that too jQuery cycle.js special jQuery, that is along with that basic jQuery 3 point. Here we have jQuery 3.7.0.js. Along with that, if we add one more jQuery here, because of that we can add that jQuery file to our program. Okay, here next one, column structure. First column, second column, third column. This column structure we can design it by here column structure. Here columns we can create it with the CSS. We use CSS, and that too display flex or display grid property, we use it here for column structure. Then directly we have footer tag for writing footer content. Okay, so this way normally we can design our output. Okay, here if you are in the menu bar, if you are clicking on each menu, you are redirecting. So for that, inside the menu bar only we use hyperlink. Hyperlink we use it with anchor tag. So hyperlink, in each navigation bar we use anchor tag. Here we use anchor tag for creating hyperlink. Hyperlink of our web page we can create it with our anchor tag. So like this we can write it, anchor tag and menu bars, all we can write it like this. Okay, here now if I run my program, open in default browser, see it is opening like this. Here horizontal lines we observed in our program. Next you can find it open in other browser. See, when I run my program with other browser, if I run it with other browser here open in other browser, I want to open it in IE browser. So if you check it in IE browser, your program will get opened in the IE browser. So here it will ask you to open our output in the IE browser. Here in this IE browser, you can see that execution of the code. Okay, C program we are executing with a different browsers, and we can see the output differences, how the output is changing from one browser to another browser, that you can observe from this program. Here in this time, generally headache of the front-end developer here, in all browsers, in all modern browsers and old browsers, recent old, not too much old browsers. Here in all browsers, is it giving proper output for our program or not? So if you run your program, is it giving proper output in all browsers or not? That will check it in. That is our headache of a front-end developer. Generally, any front-end developer should display their output in all browsers, same type of output. Same type of output we have to display in all different browsers, so that it is possible by this. Here like this we learn here all our browsers, all our informations, we run our program like this. Because of all these we executed our program and we printed our output like this. Next, here we are going into next one. Here we are executing our program and we are implementing our output like this. So next one, Here, how to execute our program, how to run our program, we discussed here till now. Next, we are going into one more one. How to execute it, how to run our program, we observed here. Next one, here, how we can execute our output here. Yeah. So, here H1 to H6, based on the category, these all are pair tags as well as block elements. Block elements means once you start the tag, once you write this type of tags, this all always starts in a new line of the web page. So when we write block elements, those all block elements always starts in a new line of the web page. That category we call it as block elements. In our HTML, we are going to see here in the coming sessions in HTML4, we are going to see here block and inline elements, one more category. Block and inline elements. Next one, here we'll discuss under this block elements only. I'll discuss about marquee tag, table tag, and unordered list and ordered list, UL tag, OL tag. Next, after this, anchor tag with the different target attributes. Here, target equal to underscore blank underscore self, like that. We have different anchor tags. Then frame set. Here, frame set calls are rows. We can use it. Under that, we write. Under this, we write here frame src. Here, after this, we'll discuss input type equal to text button, radio button, like that, all input elements. Here, input type text, input type radio, input type all input elements, checkbox. Here, like that, we write it here, all input boxes. Here, select and options, we use it here for showing drop down list. And here, a text area, we use it here for displaying text area for our program. Okay, here like this, these all not only block elements. Here, after the block and inline elements, we'll discuss this all input elements. Last, we'll discuss form tag, method equal to either get or post, and then action page. We'll submit our data into the action page. So here we are writing here form tag, and then once you click submit button, here form tag submit button. Form tag submit button. So once you click submit button, your data will be submitted to server page. So this is totally our form tag. So this is totally our form tag. So form tag, sorry, this is totally our HTML4 syllabus. Under HTML4, I'm going to cover these all list of tags. Next, after the HTML4, I'll go for CSS2. CSS2 related all properties, background related all properties, border related all properties, like that. One by one, all properties of background, border, all will discuss under under the CSS2. Okay. CSS2 will continue for the next 1 week. Here, this 1 week, here it is for HTML4. Next 1 week is for CSS2. After that, 20 hours will sit for JavaScript. My order of teaching will be like this. Here, first few days we are going for one more information. Monday, Tuesday, I'm not taking your class. At 6 a.m. no class. Monday and Tuesday I have some meetings, so I have to go urgent. Monday, Tuesday no class. Who wants to come for next class? Before coming to next class, complete your registration, and link will change for Monday session. So this Saturday no class. Monday onwards link will change. So I have only few students mail IDs. Only this list of students mail IDs only I have. So today also you joined 9 students here. 3, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I have 10
Ma'am, I
here.
registered yesterday. I paid the fees.
Rashi Ravel.
Yeah.
Do you have your mail ID here?
No. But I did get a confirmation from them for thanks the payment and that.
Okay, so maybe they are in confusion. Today I'll get your mail ID and today only I'll share this drive to you.
Okay.
This
Thank you, ma'am.
okay. And whose mail ID is this one? This is wrong mail ID. The mail delivery failed. Here, whose mail ID is this one? If you check it, then here mail delivery wrong. So mail delivery fail. I got it. Okay, so totally how many students today joined? For them I'm informing, if you want my drive access and my class related information, any future informations, if you want it, you have to give correct mail ID. You have to give you have to complete your registration with organizer, give proper contact details. Mail ID should be correct and phone number should be correct, then only you will get further information about the class. And Monday, Tuesday, no class. Wednesday, we'll back to the class on the HTML4 topic. Okay. Only Monday, Tuesday, I have some other work. Okay. Here,
Ma'am,
HTML4.
you shared folders, no, ma'am. In that, for me, programs are not coming, ma'am.
Yeah, yeah.
All are coming, but programs.
Till now, I didn't uploaded any for file.
Okay, okay,
We
ma'am.
have done only one program, right? That one I missed it.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Yes. So I uploaded programs. So I shared only for a few students, not all the students. It is restricting for per day. It is allowing 1 or 2 students. So day by day, I'll give you one by one all the students who can get my drive access. Okay. So once I start sharing it, exceed like that. See, exceeded sharing quota like that. We are getting. So that's why. Okay. Every day it is allowing 1 or 2 students. So I'll give you total drive access, or otherwise I'll create one other drive. I'll upload. I'll upload all my here. There's all files. I'll upload. From there you can access it. Okay. Here my order of teaching will be HTML4, CSS2. Here after that I'll sit for 20 hours. I'll sit for JavaScript classes. It is very important topic. Next, after that, we'll go to the HTML5, then CSS3, next jQuery, here jQuery, next one Ajax, here responsive design, then I'll go for Bootstrap, here after that, Less and SAS, and every Saturday generally I'll cover projects. Monday to Friday I'll take topic session and every Saturday I'll take project session. Generally, every Saturday, I'll take project session. So like this, I'll continue. Yeah, please mute. If you have any doubt, you can unmute and ask. And after that, you can mute, please. Chavan.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
I want to ask you that how this front end will map with SQL.
How this front end?
Map with SQL. You know how we fetch the data from database and how we post that data into database. Suppose we created one form and submit that data, and that will be stored into database. Now, how it is
Server
done?
side. Will connect it to servers. From the server, will connect it to database.
Okay,
Any
so
server programming required.
in which part that is
After submitting your database application form, your data will reach to server. So in the middle, first it will reach to server programming. So first
okay.
server programming, after that database. If you attend my demo session, then you
Yeah.
will.
Okay, yeah. I actually I attend your demo first, second, but first one there is a very noise violation. In after 10 to 13 minutes, you have checked once. It is very 10 to 15 minutes are there. No
Okay,
voice is clear.
okay. Yeah, I'll check the demo recording. I'll upload my other previous recording. I'll upload there.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes. Here, now we are continuing on this list of topics I'm going to cover in our syllabus. So in this, here I mentioned what all list of topics I explained here. Here, along with these all topics, I'll include a project session. Project session will continue every Saturday. Okay? Monday to Friday, it will be topic session. Generally, Saturdays, I'll go for project session. Saturday project means I'll show you one web page. That web page, how to develop it. Each part of the web page, header, footer, navigation, sidebar, slideshow, submenus, like that. Each and every part will discuss in that topic. So by that you will understand how to use it, how to apply our coding and all for implementation of each part. Separate part I'll explain to you. So by that you will understand how to use it, each part, how to develop it and how to run. Those all you will understand in the class itself. So in the class itself, you will understand how to develop our code and all you can understand from that class. Okay. So up to now, we have we discussed here what is the use of pair and unpair. In the coming days, I'm going to discuss this block and inline and the table tag, anchor tag, like that, remaining all tags. Okay, so who are completed that registration, for them only they'll share Monday link. Monday onwards link will change. Okay, so Monday Tuesday no class, but link you will get it. That link, if you complete your registration, then only you will get it. Otherwise you cannot get my class link and you cannot get my drive access. Okay, so complete your registration before coming to the next class. Okay, so by that only you will get all further informations. So here in this HTML, so main usage of this HTML here, HTML creates content of the web page. If you are designing a web page, in that content of the web page generally will write it with HTML. So what we can do it with CSS? CSS is giving alignment. So complete content one by one will learn it by tags. Content of the web page one by one you will learn it by tags. Tags we use it here, HTML all tags. So because of that we can execute our code. So totally HTML tags we use it here. One by one tag we'll discuss in the class. Because of all those tags we can show uh, how we can execute our code for writing different tags. For writing different tags, how the output will come for all the tags, that you will understand from HTML classes. From CSS classes, you will understand here how to use, how to align our code. Background colors, borders, align left and right alignment. Those all you will understand from CSS classes. From CSS classes, you will understand here how to run our program with all those. Here, how to run our program with CSS. Here, because of that CSS, you will understand here how we can run our program. So normally we can run our program here. We can run and we can execute our program with the CSS. Here, because of that CSS, you will understand how to align, how to give alignment of the web page, left and right alignment of the web page, and background colors, borders, 2D, 3D graphics, all you will understand with the CSS. So from my CSS classes, you will understand that one. Okay. Next, just 1 second.
Uh, Hello.
Yes, yes. Wait 1 minute.
Yes.
Yes. Yes,
Uh,
please. What is your doubt?
Actually, one more query is there.
Yeah. Yes,
Uh,
please.
Suppose I have completed my registration today, so can I get access to your drive from today onwards?
Yeah, yeah. Today onwards. Today onwards.
Okay.
Once the
Oh,
inform to organizer, share your email ID immediately to me. By that,
oh,
I can.
okay. Fine.
So once I get mail ID, immediately I'll share it.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
I want to access the notes actually, so because of that I asked this.
Okay. Okay. No problem. You'll definitely get it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. With HTML, we can create content of the web page. With CSS, we can do alignment. With JavaScript, we can add validations for the application form. HTML5, by that 2D, 3D graphics, animations, all we can write it with this HTML5 and CSS3. Next, after that, we'll discuss here. jQuery is an external library of JavaScript. Because of that, we can add extra functionality to our web page. Ajax is an asynchronous call. Without refreshing the page, how you will get server response, that you will understand from this Ajax call. Here, Ajax call time, you will understand without refreshing the page how you will get server data. That you will understand with this Ajax. Next one, responsive design. How you can develop your output for mobile phone, tablet, desktop, all different resolution. How can you create your output? That you will understand in this responsive design. Bootstrap, it is a framework, HTML, CSS, JavaScript framework. It is a ready-made structure. Because of that, how to develop our output, you will understand. Next, lessons as less is a linear style sheet, SAS is a syntactically awesome style sheet. So how to develop that less file and SAS file, you will understand in this lesson SAS program. So like that, here one by one we'll discuss all the topics. Okay, here for how to develop our less file, SAS file, bootstrap, responsive code, all you will understand from our classes. Okay, yeah. So up to now, whatever we discussed, all are comes under pair and unpair only. In the next session, I'll go for block and inline. So one by two tags each day will cover. Two tags each day. Table tag, marquee tag 1 day, UL tag, OL tag 1 day, anchor tag, print set 1 day. Like that, we'll continue one by one. All completely, all HTML tags will discuss. After that, we'll start CSS topic. Okay, like that, I'll continue my classes. Only Monday, Tuesday, no class. Wednesday onwards, we have class. Link will change. So before going to next session, so complete your registration. If I get your mail IDs, then I can start sharing drive with you. Any more doubts up to now?
Hi
Yes.
Sweta ma'am, do you have class tomorrow?
Saturday, no class.
Sunday?
Sunday, no class. Saturday, Sunday is general. Saturday, this Saturday, no class. Next Saturday, we'll plan it. Sunday, regular holiday. Monday to Friday,
Oh,
Saturday sessions.
okay, fine, thank you.
Yes. Any more queries?
without injecting download test వచ్చా మేడం
No. The,
కూడా యాక్సెస్ వరకు ఇప్పుడు
sorry.
ఇప్పుడు కోర్స్ కంప్లీట్ అయిన తర్వాత
Drive
మళ్ళీ
access.
ఏం చేయాలి
The Google Drive allows to share 6 months. After 6 months, automatically it will be deleted.
ఓకే మేడం
Yeah. Okay. That's it for today. We'll meet on the next session for the continuation of our HTML4. Thank you.
Thank you.